everyone. Welcome to Healing versus Hurt Tarot. I am Angel Renee. We're going to go ahead and get started on your tarot reading for the day. Okay? I don't know what today is. It's like March something. I really do not know. Is it like the 6th? No, today is the 5th. March 5th. Today is March 5th. Let's get this party started. Ho, ho, ho. All right, let's see. Let's see what the ancestors, the Most High, have for us today. Okay. That one's sticking out, so we're going to grab that one. We're going to grab that. I feel like I'm scooted. I'm like back far away from the table. There's one. There's a couple, actually. Oh, that's my TV. I'm like, what's the noise? Who down there? We got, when I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. Okay. Our next card is, I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. That's a big thing. That's a huge thing. Perception is everything. What's a lot? My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. So I'm going to read that again. My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. Okay? So to me, that has a lot to do with when you're focusing on what brings you joy. This is speaking specifically to certain things like different tasks that you may need to do or goals that need to be set and things like that. But when I think about this, what's coming to me is our perception, how this talked about, I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. Like you choosing to perceive the world how you want, because we have to think about it. The things that you're seeing in the news daily, if you watch the news, you have certain people that may come to you with negativity about what's happening in the world. Not saying that it's nothing wrong with being aware of things that's happening around you. It's nothing wrong with that. But when you're so consumed and attached to what's happening in the world, what's happening in other countries, and get attached to it to the point of you cannot function, that's when it becomes a problem. And that also is a problem for anything that you're so attached to that you can't detach yourself from, that you're allowing to take and hone in on so much of your energy when you don't even have enough energy for yourself. So that's something to just be aware of, when it comes to how you perceive things, even how you perceive certain relationships you may have, how you perceive certain people as a whole. Perception can be everything. So we have nothing will come of this situation. So nothing will come of a situation that you continuously think on, that's draining you. Something that you're allowing to take your energy. Anything that you're allowing to make you, how can I say this? Because you're allowing it. So if you're allowing something to make you be a certain way that you know that you either don't want to be or know that you're not, the question is, how are you perceiving the situation? Are you looking at this? Are you perceiving it as I can't live without it? And that's where this attachment thing comes in, where you're so attached to something that you don't want to let it go, even though if you let it go, will be a good thing for you, And it will allow you, once whatever this is that you probably need to let go of, you'll be able to function better, and you'll have the energy that you need that you're giving to it, you'll be able to give to yourself at that point. Okay? So we have adjustments are required. Okay, so adjustments to how you perceive things in the world, with yourself, about your family, about your friends, whatever the case is, about your job, your career path, whatever it is something that needs to change. Okay. And you're in control of all of that. So you're able to choose or decide what it is that you need to do for you, because you know ultimately what's best for you. Okay. This says be bold and make the first move. See? Be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. So whatever this is, like, it's nothing to wait on. It's nothing to be like, oh, ancestors, Most High, God, universe, like send me a for sure. You got it for sure. Honestly, we have more for sures than we acknowledge. We have so many for sures that we need to do something differently than we acknowledge. And it's because like that detaching from something, sometimes that can be uncomfortable, right? It can be, I'm like, it's change. It's uncomfortable. But a lot of times when we finally listen to that, if you will, still small voice, your intuition, your gut feeling, your Holy Spirit, whatever you like to word it and call it, when you listen to that and you move and you act in that and allow it to truly guide you and lead you, then your higher self, I'll put it to you like this. It's not that it's easy, but you'll be able to be led more smoothly. And you're going to look back like, dang, why didn't I listen to that the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times? So the first card that came out was Practice Feng Shui, create a sacred space. I think that's what that said. Yeah, a sacred space. Okay. So then we have keep your thoughts positive. What I tell y'all. Keep your thoughts positive. And let me tell you what's going to help with you keeping your thoughts positive. So, because I have decided to come out with a deck, okay? So this is the Beauty That Can't Be Ignored Thought-Provoking Guidance deck. Since we're thinking about thoughts and keeping your thoughts positive and things, this is a deck that I actually created myself. I didn't even know I was going to end up doing this, so this wasn't even something I planned. But this is a deck that I created on my own, okay? I think it's 40 cards and yeah, it's 40 cards in this deck. This deck is good for those who, if you're looking to journal, have journal topics. This is good for journal topics. This is good for just everyday, like where you just want to kind of wake up while you're in your meditation and things like that, and you want to pull a card or something like that. Like, this is just something that just helps with like some guidance for the day, or just something that's going to help create a positive thoughts. Help create positive thoughts in your life on a daily basis, where you'll be able to wake up and it's already going to be on your mind to be different than how you always have been, because what you've always done may not be working for you, okay? Because this deck was created when I had the thoughts of people just becoming their higher self and being more aware of who they really are, including myself. So with that being said, that allowed me to be able to create this deck for myself and for you to be able to basically on a continuous basis to remind ourselves of how powerful we really are. And it says to delight in a warm lit candle. And by the way, Healing versus Hurt does sell candles. We hand make our candles ourselves. This is a bath or a shower using your choice of essential oils. You can add a few drops in your bath or shower for a more relaxing and energetic release. Add black sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, or lavender bath salt. Another way is to mix one of the salts with your body wash and make a scrub for the shower time. If you don't have any of any of this, a warm bath or shower is needed. Okay. So we are also creeping up on the full moon. Full moon is coming up on Tuesday, I believe. So this is a great time like to hone in on that full moon in Virgo energy. Okay. I'm a Virgo sun. So I'm definitely going to be taking my spiritual bath. I'm going to do it actually on the day of the full moon. So I will be doing that on the day where the moon is the most heightened, where it's at its peak, on the full moon day, which is March the 7th. So, and this reading is timeless. So anytime you see this reading, I don't care if it's after the full moon, listen to what it's saying, because it's not by chance that you fell over here to Healing versus Her Tarot. Okay, so let's get another card pulled. You can always, I'll have a link in my description box as well. So if you're looking to purchase a deck like mine. Okay. All right, let's get this party started. This card is sticking out. And it says, stay away from drama today. Because see, what I tell you, I can't make this stuff up. Look, stay away from drama today. That's any day. Stay away from drama, Because again, like I was talking about the news, like it can also be people calling you on the phone and trying to get your attention or sending you stuff that's not needed for your soul and that you don't need in your life. Okay, because it's going to be a distraction from the positive thoughts that you need to keep in mind about yourself, about others around you. Okay. We've all gotten caught up into some mess. You know what I'm saying? But also we understand that at some point you get tired of it. You get tired of like being like this with the drama and things like that. And so you just choose to do something differently than what you've always have done, right? And some won't like that, but that's okay as well, because that's just showing your growth and who you are. So be okay with your growth and your transformation, because without growth and transformation, you'll still be sitting around being the same old person. Like, what's the point of that? What's the point of sitting around being the same old type of way and the same old person? Like, why wouldn't you want something new and different in your life? Okay. So we're going to pull another card from the Beauty That Can't Be Ignored guidance deck. Okay. I just heard 666. Write down your dreams and sit quiet to hear. Write down your dreams. So if you've been having some dreams that are maybe even out of your normal dreams, write them down. But even if they're not, even if they may even be the same dreams over and over again, make sure you're writing those down. Even if you don't understand like what they're about right now, it's okay. Still write it down, because later it'll come to you what it was about. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you, so we're not done. We're not done yet. Pay attention to your intuition. Make sure you're paying attention to your intuition. I just heard a magical journey. If you don't know, sometimes I'll get messages just download it to me. Download it. I don't know if you're going to say download it, upload it. But I'll get messages that's channeled in. So I'll just say them out loud in a reading. I heard blessed. Content with what I already have. Okay. Content with what I already have. I think some of us is so in a rush to get to the next level. We forget and we don't sit down and have that gratitude that we should have for the things that are in our life, and have gratitude for those things, and understanding that, wow, at one point, this is a thing that I wanted and now I have it, and just be grateful for that thing in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So that the other things can show up how they need to show up, right? So to me, even just seeing content with what I have is not saying be stagnant. To me, this is just more so of like a thankfulness, you know what I mean? And having gratitude, because we need change. We want newness. Life is about newness. So life is about new beginnings, death and rebirth. So don't think content is saying just stay content and never want anything better or new in your life. Okay. Boom. Listen quietly. Okay. Get out of your own way and don't allow anyone else to get in your way. And the thing is that that's still you getting in your way when you allow other people to come and distract you and become people who are in your way. Because what happens is with you allowing that type of energy around you to be distracted, or, where you need to be focused on doing something else with yourself, even if it's sitting quiet, listening quietly, but you'd rather be distracted by the TV or distracted by somebody's conversation or distracted by social media or distracted by the news. Like, it's not worth it. It's so not worth it. And you just taking longer and longer. You could be doing something else. You know what I'm saying? That's more like, that's keeping you elevated, right? And expanding who you are and your consciousness and your awareness of yourself and all of that. Okay. So emerge. Yes, emerge. That just feels so like, I don't even know a word for it, but it just feels so exhilarating. That's what it feels like. Little by little. Little by little. Yeah, you just emerge in the things that you should be doing for you. Emerge in that. Notice predictable rhythms. Predictable rhythms. If you don't already know about the universal laws, I feel like there's a time now to study the universal laws. Particularly start with the law of rhythm. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Something that actually, funny enough, in my meditation had came to me about a month ago, 2 months ago. So I've been on that. And so for this to come up, it came back to just like it was yesterday. So study the law of rhythm. Okay. You are always shifting. You are always shifting. Yes, you are. See, that's what I was saying. This content doesn't mean content meaning stay stagnant. That's not what that means, right? Because we are always shifting. We are always shifting. The world is always shifting. The planets are always shifting. We're always shifting. So coming together. Okay, coming together. We're going to pull one more card from this deck. Uh-oh, where you go? It says reflect. Let's see if I can grab it. Come on, card. Reflect. Time to do some reflecting. Instead of being distracted by all the noise that's unnecessary, that wastes your time, your energy. Like, why put yourself in that type of situation where it's going to waste your time and your energy? What's the point? Why are you beating yourself up like that? That's how I look at that. Like, if we continuously do something over and over again, putting ourselves in like with certain people that we know are just not feeding our soul, being around individuals who's always like talking about other folks and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Let's say that used to be you, right? Let's say that used to be you, but let's say you don't want to deal with that anymore. You don't want to be in that type of energy or frequency anymore, and your frequency is raising. Like, it's okay that that's happening, that you're changing, that you're expanding who you are, and that you're growing. Like, that's a beautiful thing, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? People may think, you've been a little weird or whatever. Be a little weird or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and what's supposed to leave will leave you, you know, and what's supposed to stay will stay, and what's supposed to come in will come in. So don't sweat it. Just do what you know is best for you. Do what's best for your soul. Do what's best for your mental, your emotional state, your physical state. You have to do what's best for you, because if you don't, who will? That's all I'm saying. Emotional baggage. Emotional baggage. Time to get that together. It's time to get that emotional baggage together. That's why I say, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Because right when I had said don't sweat it, this card was already out. Every step counts. See? This is just getting straight to the point. Every step counts. Releasing emotional baggage. Every step counts. Confessions. What confessions do you need to get out? What do you need to journal about? That's why you need the Beauty That Can't Be Ignored thought-provoking guidance deck. Okay? You know, you might need to confess some things. Even if it's not to a person, you might need to confess some things that's deep within you that you didn't even know was there. Like sometimes that's a thing. Like a lot of the times that's the thing. Okay? We're going to pull one more card because that's going to help you with everything else. When you start to confess your truth outwardly and you hear yourself and you're like, okay, you know, even if, like I said, if it's toward a person, fine. If it's not toward a person, fine. We have big changes. Absolutely. Big changes. The best of you. That's what we're looking for. The best of you. That's what you should want for yourself. The best of you. I'm going to do one more because I heard 666 earlier and I have 5 cards out here right now. I'm going to pull a 6 card from this deck. So, yeah, 3s may be a thing for you. 2s may be a thing for you as well. And also 666. Or look up 666 and see the exact meaning for it, okay? Your tribe, your vibe. Look at that. So you may even be getting introduced with some new people. And that's why I said, what needs to leave will leave. What needs to stay will stay. The things that's coming in will come in. You know, and that can be still new people, new career decisions, a new job, a new way of thinking, you know, any of that. Okay, because it's like you are stepping into this new era in your life. Okay, it's all about being aware. And a new word that I have learned, okay, is instead of slow motion, flow motion. Okay, so like being in the flow of these things, you know, and allowing the things that need to change and occur, let them do just that. Okay. I'm not saying you got to accept the whole, like, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is that when things occur that's out of your control, like, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't do it. Because if it's out of your control, it's out of your control. You have to, you only change the things that you can. You know, we know that. We hear that all the time. Change the things that you can. The things that you cannot change, you can't worry about it. You know, even if, like, we sit around and try to change people. You can't change people. But you can change you. You can do things differently. How you've been doing things differently. The way you talk. If you know you need to talk differently. The way you walk. You know, the way you think. The way you act. If it's certain things that you know that can be better within you, do those things. You know, and that's going to help you to perceive things differently as well. When you start to work on your inner self, you'll start to be able to perceive things inwardly different and outwardly different. So you won't be looking at things the same way anymore. Why you're doing certain things, when you're doing certain things, like everything, your whole perception about life, this life, is going to be different. Okay? Do I feel like one more card? I'm feeling like one more card, and then I'm feeling like this is it here. So you all are going to take your spiritual bath, either the full moon is on the 7th, March 7th. So you're either going to do it on the full moon or you're going to do it right before, right? So let's get that party started. Look up the full moon, do some studying on the full moon so you can see what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. Listen to yourself though. You have to listen to yourself. There's certain things that you need to do for your spiritual bath or shower, and like it's just like a gut feeling you have, your intuition. Listen to that. Listen to that. Don't feel like, oh, I gotta do exactly how this YouTuber did it, or I gotta do it exactly what it's saying in this blog. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know, maybe get the logistics from them, like the basic things or whatever. Other than that, like, listen to yourself. So, because the thing is that sometimes, like, we all need something different or may need to do something different. So, invisible. I'm going to read from the book on invisible. Know that not everyone has the ability to recognize you fully, and that perhaps they are so caught up in their own stories that they can't see you. It's okay, because those who can see you are the important companions on your path to finding your magic. Another meaning for the symbol you have chosen is that circumstances may require you to step back and remain in the shadows. Now is not the time for you to tell all and show everyone your truth. Being invisible protects you from harm right now so that you can observe your surroundings without being vulnerable. Stay hidden and watch what others do before acting. See there? Listen, I always say it, can't make this stuff up. What needs to stay will stay. What needs to leave will leave. And what's coming in will come in. Okay? Know your truth. Write down your truth. Be who you are regardless. Okay? I love you all and we will talk soon. All right? Peace.